Hi, and welcome to Stages of Art. I'm your host, CJ. On this show, we'll explore and highlight all of the artistic talent that Greater Moncton has to offer. Through fascinating conversations, demonstrations, and performances, we're going to dive into the past, present, and future of the arts in our community and beyond. If you like the arts, you're in the right place. This is Stages of Art. Today on Stages of Art, I talked to two Moncton High School alumni who've worked as artists in Moncton and abroad and are doing exciting things with their careers. I also learned some fancy new French dance terms and a complicated guitar chord. My first guest today is Andrew Moore. Known for his incredibly precise guitar riffs, smooth vocals, and also known for being very tall. He's played all over Los Angeles, China, and of course, here in Greater Moncton, let's welcome Andrew Moore. Hey, Andy. You clapping for yourself?
I am, yeah.
Yeah, we gotta do that as artists.
Somebody's gotta, you know.
Somebody's gotta be our own cheerleader.
It was a slow, small clap.
A golf clap?
Yeah, it was just a little clap, yeah.
Are you a golfer? No.
It was almost like actually a sad clap.
This is not a sad interview. All right, let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
So you grew up playing music.
I did.
I assume
yeah.
Nobody can be this good if they didn't start at a young age.
They would have to, I would think.
Tell me how you got started.
I got started on the piano, actually.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Sometime early in life, I just started playing piano because my parents wanted to put us all through playing an instrument, basically.
Okay. It was like, you choose this, you choose that.
No, it was actually all piano at the beginning.
Oh, all piano.
Yeah.
I wish my parents forced me to stay in piano. Maybe my life would have taken a different course.
They only made us do 1 year. After 1 year, if you didn't want to do it, then
I like that. Take note, parents.
Yeah.
Make them try it. If they don't, well, then that's what happened to me. So anyway, do what he did, not what I did. So you ended up taking a music course in LA. At a college in LA.
Yeah.
How did you get there? Was that like always like that's where I want to go, or did it kind of
No,
happen?
so I was just looking online at different schools. When I got out of that's how I look online. I usually
like that one.
Kind of like this.
Beep, 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 beep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Anyway.
So I started looking online. I knew I wanted to do music of some sort. Like when I got out of high school, I figured that's what I wanted to do. I definitely didn't want to go straight into university. I just felt like it would be a waste of money.
Okay, speaking of high school, I just want to make note that Andrew and my other guest today, Robyn, were both in productions of Footloose at Moncton High School, but in different years.
Yes.
So just so you know, that's the through line of this episode. Mm-hmm. So you decided you wanted to take some time, figure out some things.
And so when I was 21, I started applying to a few schools.
Okay. Anywhere else?
Yeah, I applied at McNally Smith.
Okay.
In St. Paul. Shout out Corey Wong. That's where he went. And I applied to Berkeley as well.
Oh, Berkeley, prestigious.
Yeah.
But you ended up at the Los Angeles College of Music. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And how long of a program was that?
A year and a half.
A year and a half.
Yeah,
and you
they
learned
just shove you full of information and kick you out the door.
and say, here's $5. Go get a coffee and busk on the street.
Yeah.
Yeah, so how long did you stay in LA after college?
I stayed another 2 years.
2 years, and so you gigged around.
I did,
You did your time there.
Yeah.
And then you ended up coming home for a bit.
Yeah.
And you made a record here. You made your record Moth here in Moncton, is that what's right?
Right, so when I was in LA, I took guitar and played guitar, and then while I was going to that school, I started taking an elective for recording, just because it was there. So I was like, oh, let me see. I instantly loved it. It actually shocked me how fast I loved it. So from there, I took a course to do audio engineering at MI. And then after that, I came back because I wanted to learn how to make a record from scratch. I wanted to be able to make one from zero all the way.
And he could make a record, let me tell you. Your latest record that you released is called The Dip.
The Dip Session.
The Dip Session. It was recorded live, you and two other local musicians. And it's available now on Spotify. Where else?
all the places, Spotify and Apple Music, Google Play. You can watch it on YouTube, actually.
You can even watch the live. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
It's like a hybrid of live performance, but produced, pre-recorded. And then eventually you found yourself in China, of all places. Something else that you have in common with Robyn is that you've both worked in Asia.
Yeah.
So tell me, how did that happen? How did you get to China? Why? And what did you do there?
So as we all know, this entire business is built on who you know, not what you know.
And who do you know in China?
So I went to school with a couple of people.
Ah, that's it. The LA connection.
Yeah. So basically, I had a couple friends over there that were doing some cool things, and I basically got an invitation to kind of come and check it out and see if it was right for me.
And did you tour like because you were touring with other bands, right? As their guitarist.
Right.
How much of the country did you cover in your years?
All
there?
of China.
All of China.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
I've probably been to like 15 of the cities. 15 of the major cities.
Okay, that's so epic. And you also, while you were there, maybe did some kids TV. If you YouTube that, you might find.
How do you know that?
You told me in a car ride once.
Oh, did I? Okay, I was wondering.
I know so much. I have all these secrets locked in my brain. What would you say was the biggest culture shock in China, and what do you think they do there that we should be applying to our lifestyle here in Canada?
Oh, okay. So what we should be applying is they do a lot of like family and people-oriented meals.
Yes.
All of their meals are, you don't order things separately. You order many different dishes together, and everybody shares a bunch of stuff.
There's no like putting it in your phone, running to the door, curling back in bed, eating your...
Oh, well, no, they do that too.
They do that too?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, like, if you're going out to a restaurant,
Yes.
you all order like, oh, we'll order this dish and this dish and this dish, and everybody just shares.
Everybody
everything.
enjoys. It's communal.
Yeah, I like that.
That's cool. Yeah, maybe we should do that. You play all over the city currently. You're playing a lot in your funk trio.
Yeah.
What are your regular gigs? Where can people find you and your trio around the city?
So right now, I am playing at the Tate House this summer.
That's in Shediac?
Yeah.
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 But you also do the casino often?
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes, right. We should be booking some at the casino as well soon. I play a lot solo around, so I play at Happy Craft, and I play at Gahan House, sometimes the Timber Lounge as well. Basically
anywhere in Moncton. If you're a person who likes to go out and see live music, you'll probably see this guy. You might see his hair first. But you can see him all over the place. Tell us about the other records that you've released over the years.
Yeah, okay. So when I first got back, I did release Moth. That was that first record when I got back from LA. And then after that, I didn't release anything for a little bit, just because it was so busy in China, as you know, with the kids' TV show.
Right. Got to keep those kids entertained.
Yeah, that was a good time, and just like playing for different people and everything. So. I put out some singles when I got back, basically during COVID, and then I put out 2 records last year. I put out Soul Echo. Soul Echo. Which is like music for a melancholy Sunday. That's what I like to call it. A melancholy Sunday. Yeah. Put that on your Sunday playlist. And I feel like there's another one. Yep, there's that one, and then there's the dip session. So
the dip session, yes.
Yes, and that
so you gotta take a dip into that, like take a summer dip in the pool. Yeah. Gotta have your AirPods. The dip has another meaning. But you got to watch it to find out. Oh, I didn't watch it yet. I need to figure this out for myself. Awesome. Thanks for being with me today. Andrew's going to play us a song in a bit, and he's also going to learn some dance skills with Robyn. So stay tuned. Yeah. I'm going to learn a chord on the guitar. I've never really played guitar ever, so this should be interesting. What chord are you going to teach me?
I am, I'm going to go outside the box today.
Oh.
Yeah, we're going to learn the dominant 7 sharp 9.
Yikes, do I have to wear a helmet for that? All right, we're diving in deep, show me.
It sounds like it's a big deal, but it's actually
You're the big deal.
Well,
the chord is not.
It's pretty easy to play.
Okay,
and the reason I'm showing you it is because it has a very distinctive sound. Jimi Hendrix made it famous.
Oh.
It's this chord. So you've heard it before with.
Never heard of that.
You never heard that song?
Just kidding.
Wow.
All right,
so this is how it goes. So I
feel like you're overestimating my ability.
You've got your middle finger on the top, and then your pointer, ring, and then pinky. And they're all pretty close together, so there's not a lot of stretching, there's not a lot of weird stuff. You don't have to like move your hand. It's literally just boom, and it just goes right down.
Okay, why don't I, I learn by doing.
Yep.
Okay, so here we go. What fret were you on?
Okay, so we're right here.
Yeah, this one?
And that's gonna be your middle finger.
Middle.
Yeah, and then pointer's going down right there, yeah, and then this
one down, and then this one there too?
You're pretty close, so we're gonna need your hand a little more. Let's get that up a little bit, yeah. And then push your hand, just rotate it a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we gotta move up again here. Yep, oh, here. We're almost there, folks. Right here, there. There. Now this one has to slide underneath in the same fret as the
the same fret.
Yeah, and now that one goes there.
Good thing I didn't get any manicure.
There, now try that.
All right, here it is. Ready? I'm Jimi Hendrix!
There's the note. Purple Haze!
Skilled it. My next guest today is Robyn Esson. She is a triple threat musical theater performer and girl next door. You may have seen her here in Greater Moncton in productions like Grease, Elf, and Beauty and the Beast. Most recently, she's sailed the seas as a singer and dancer for Norwegian Cruise Line. Let's welcome Robyn Esson to the show. Hey, Robyn.
Hi.
I have a question for you.
Sure.
Why are you sad?
I'm not sad.
Robyn is sad, I want to tell you all. She's a singer, actor, and dancer.
I was like, what? I was like, I'm really happy to be here.
I know you are, and you're happy to be doing what you're doing. So tell me, what about singing, acting, dancing, doing musical theater makes you happy? What makes you tick?
Oh, that's a loaded question. I mean, every performer will tell you that what gives us the most joy is just telling stories and being able to bring the joy that we feel on stage to audiences every single day. I think musical theater changes people. I think people feel like so many emotions when they're watching like theater or dance, and to be able to be the person like for that delivery is just a really special feeling.
Absolutely, and you get fulfillment out of it.
I do. I love it. Like, it's the one place that I'm really myself.
You feel like you're your highest self.
Yes.
You are your own spirit animal.
I am my own spirit animal.
When you're on stage.
For sure.
Obviously, with live performance, as I know and you know well, mishaps happen. Things happen. We can't stop and retake. What's the funniest thing, or one of the funniest things that's happened to you, or that you've seen happen on stage or backstage?
Oh my gosh.
That doesn't involve me.
That doesn't involve you? Okay, fine. Because there's a lot of those. No,
I know. I'm known for ripping my pants. Did you know?
that is true. I mean, there's so many. I think one that really comes to mind was in my high school days. So my young performing days.
Yeah.
And I was in Footloose. And I had this big crinoline because
I remember this.
The 80s prom scene, right? And I do this kind of like twirl. I was aerial, so I was kind of the center of this piece. And I do this twirl on stage. And as I'm twirling, my crinoline is falling off. And I just kind of had to like
Hop
jump
out
of my skirt, kick it off, and then keep going. But I mean, that's what you do,
It
right?
happened. I was there. It was quite impressive how you executed that. Now, obviously, you started performing at a really young age. And then after high school, as we, artists often have that tug and pull of, do I go into a traditional career or something that's a little bit more risky but more fulfilling, like the arts? You originally chose to go into a bit more of a traditional career. You studied marketing, you worked at a college for a little bit, and then you decided to finally take the plunge.
I did.
What was the impetus to finally make you want to commit to performing as a career?
That's a long story, but to keep it succinct, I think I finally, as you get older, you mature and you learn about yourself. And I think I finally just looked around one day and said, this is not my happiest person. And at that point in time, I was, let's say 27. I had a lot of people in my boat that were really encouraging me. And for the first time, it's true. And for the first time, I felt like, you know what? Like, I think I'm ready to do this. And I always say, and people always say, I wish I had started earlier. I wish I had started earlier. And I have those moments, but I really don't think I would have been mentally ready if I had started earlier. I don't think I'd be where I am today if I had started when I was younger.
Absolutely. Everything comes in seasons. Now, so one of your first contracts when you finally decided to make that jump into professional performance happened to take place in Tokyo, Japan.
It did, yes.
So you auditioned in New York, kind of on a whim. You got the gig to work at the Disney park in Tokyo. And as you're about to open shows, pandemic hit.
Yeah.
What was the feeling? Like, was it disappointment? Was it discouragement, uncertainty?
I think, like anybody in that moment, it was uncertainty because, we were supposed to open our show, I forget what it was, April 30th, I think. And we had our very last dress rehearsal for Alan Menken on the 29th of April.
Yeah.
So the next day, I was like, I'm finally gonna get to perform, and they shut the park down. So we were like, what is going on? And the information we were getting in Japan was very different than what you were getting here in Canada.
Yeah, because it was happening like sort of a month before it hit here. I remember being backstage at the Capitol thinking, oh, poor Robyn, not knowing what was coming our way.
Yeah.
So you were stuck in Japan for a bit, and then eventually you came back here, spent some time here, and then you went on a Norwegian cruise line as a swing originally,
I did, yeah.
then as a singer-dancer. For those of you who don't know what a swing is, give us a quick...
So a swing is basically a supremely crazy understudy role. Yeah. So really, instead of covering one person, you cover every single person in the show.
Like this? Like a hat? Or?
Good question. So if you were learning a role and you were kind of, the lead, I would also learn your role in case something happened.
Yeah.
But I would also learn this person's role, and I would also learn that person's role.
Right.
And I would learn every person in the cast role in case something happened to any one of them.
And it does really happen. We hear these crazy stories where, especially during the pandemic, this person's sick, that person's in, this person's sick, that person's in.
Yeah.
That's the wild thing about live theater. So since you've come home from the Mediterranean, where you were on Norwegian cruise line, Norwegian in the Mediterranean,
Yes.
kind of confusing. You've not only started a theater company, 1890 Junction Co. Theater, you've been teaching. Robyn taught a kids theater class that I am now teaching,
Yes.
and I'm sure they would all vote that they liked you more from day one.
I don't think that's true.
That's okay. That's okay. I make them cry. They respect me. I don't know. And currently, you are choreographing Jesus Christ Superstar. Yes, that's where he likes to hang out. Superstar. That's going up. And that is also co-produced by 1890 Junction Co.
Yes.
So things are happening. What's the long-term plan for 1890 Junction Co. Theater Co?
That's a great question. I mean, I'm one of 4 people a part of that, and honestly, I hope to continue to be the talent, not the producer side of things. Yeah, but I think it's great. Like I think the more arts and culture and theater specifically that we can bring to Moncton, the better. I don't think it's a competition. I think it's more opportunity, like I said, to tell those stories. So I just hope it continues to grow, and as well as the rest of the theater groups here.
Absolutely, and Jesus Christ Superstar is a collaboration of 3 different groups, Hub City, 1890, and Tuna Musica. So I want to know what's next for you. What's the next show you're going to be doing and where?
Sure. Next I'm actually going to Ontario, so I'm going to stay in Canada, which is so great.
Oh my gosh, you don't have to take a boat.
I don't have to take a boat.
And what show are you going to be doing in Ontario?
I'm going to be doing 3 shows actually. So I'm doing the Prom, which I am absolutely thrilled about.
Hold that thought.
Okay.
Cut to Prom Pictures 2008. It's not going to top that. Anyway, and what else?
Then I'm doing Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat.
That's a mouthful.
It is, but it's one that people love and cherish.
Yeah.
And then lastly, for the 2023 season, I'll be doing Evita.
Evita, oh, we love it. You are on the go. We love it. The homegrown talent heading out abroad and staying within Canada. Where can we find you online if you want to follow your journey, Robyn?
You can follow me on Instagram. That's probably the best place, at Robyn Esson.
At Robyn Esson. Thanks so much for joining us. Robyn is going to stick around and teach me some dance terms. And by teach, I mean quiz. Stick around. So now it is time for Skilled It. Robyn is going to quiz us on some French ballet terms, and Andrew and I are going to try and perform them. What's the first one?
Okay, we'll start with one that maybe is easier for you, Andrew.
Go for it.
We're going to start with a rond de jambe.
Oh, I know that one.
Okay. Oh, this is...
Yes, it's a gargoyle.
Can I get an explanation on this?
Jambe, right?
Good.
It's something to do with your your body parts, right? So I
body parts.
put them together like this.
That's good. I like. Okay.
Yeah. Next one.
Okay. Let's do a.
Don't demonstrate it. You can't tell us.
Okay. Arabesque.
That one's like with the leg back.
Oh, pretty good. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, we got the arms too.
This is a basket.
Dunk.
Love it. Love it.
Next
okay.
one.
Pas de chat.
No cats.
No cats.
Dog.
This is way off. That's very incorrect.
How about another one?
That is not it. How about a attitude devant?
Attitude before. I'm the attitude before you.
Well, I think maybe you guys should start at ballet level 1.
Okay, all right. We'll have to take your class before you leave for Ontario. Good work, buddy. I think we're on to something. All right, folks, it's time for Andrew to play us a song. It is called Candlelight from his record Soul Echo, which you can stream on all music streaming platforms. Take it away, Andrew.
Candlelight, dancing like a firefly on such a perfect night. I'm about to make it right. I'm getting the feels, it's getting so real tonight, and I cannot waste my time here without you. Bright moonlight shining on the pitch black night, exposing what I'm like. It's what I need when I'm contrite. You were always the one, I was always speaking dumb, and I I cannot waste my time here without you. I just wanna be where you are. I just wanna see. Can I hold you so close that you melt in my clothes, that you melt in my clothes? Pretty night. Can I confess I wasn't right? Now it happens all the time. I know it seems like I ain't trying. I'll get it right soon. This I promise to you and I cannot waste my time here without you. I just wanna be where you are. I just wanna see. Can I hold you so close that you melt in my clothes, that you melt in my clothes?
That's it for our show today. I want to thank my guests, Andrew and Robyn, and thank you for tuning in. To keep updated on future episodes and what I've got going on, follow me at Stages of CJ. Remember, art is the universal language.